So I'll just introduce who I'm with, and then we can go ahead and start.
Those brave few.
The brave few warriors. So tonight I'm joined by a member of the Pixel Bandit Security Force, UFC God 62, Delta Squadron's Stevie G, and EIC's Zatheus. They're assisting me tonight.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys. They can hear me on the stream, but I can't hear them. But we're going to go and fly over to this conflict zone now, and I'm going to just get started. I'm in quite a heavily engineered crate. Will it be enough? We will find out.
We should also say, as ever, with these streams, that this is a beta build. There may be issues because it's the beta build, and that's to some degree what we're looking for.
Yeah. So if you see anything like that, it's, well, Adam should be able to identify that's not right and tell us. So, yes.
Hopefully. I might not.
I'm quite nervous.
Don't be nervous, it's fine. There's lots of scouts in there. You can... And these new conflict zones, they have AX local military. Yes. So that is local military units in there to help you out.
All right, so I'll just rely on them to take all the shots and I'll fly around and just pot a few.
Yeah, they're okay. They're good with scouts, but when things get a little bit more intense than that, they don't do as well.
Just disappear. All the green disappears.
Yeah.
Okay then, right. If my proud warriors out there who are following me, we're going in now, so please join me.
So Jeff Postan's asked, so you need a group of you to take them on? You don't have to. I'm sure there are going to be some players out there making some awesome videos of them taking on the AX conflict zones by themselves, going all the way through the whole thing.
Yeah.
However, friends would help.
Friends, yeah. That's why I brought friends along, because here's Stevie G with me here. They're all here. Okay, we've got our first target, so we're going after that. It would be good to have.
Got a caustic missile on you already.
It's going well already, isn't it?
It's also going well from
I pressed the wrong button. Right, here we go. I'm gonna just shoot it. So I've never killed a Thargoid before. So
okay, not even one of these.
That's the wrong one.
That is.
It's all right. I'm just getting into it. Just getting into the swing of it.
It's very difficult flying on stream. Honestly, people don't understand. It's really not easy. Great. So finally, your thing has popped up. So that was a little bit of an issue of how long that took there. So when you have a moment, if you could have a look at your panel where it's popped up some GUI, you should be able to accept access in, join the fight.
Join the fight, which I have now joined.
So in the top right now you have a like a progress bar effectively, and fun things happen as you go along. The conflict zones are based on effectively a kind of wave-based idea that it starts off fairly slow with scouts, and then we start ramping up the threat. And then once you get far enough, one of the really big bad guys drops in. So players should be seeing that as they go along, they start off with scouts, and once they kill enough of those, they should start seeing interceptors start dropping in. Sometimes not just one. So that can be dangerous.
Does this vary, the amount of Thargoids that drop in?
There's definitely kind of a little bit of randomization on what drops in and how many there are and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
There should be scouts a lot of the time as well to kind of provide that kind of... I'm not going to call them fodder, because, they're not just fodder, but it keeps keeps your friends busy and, your allies in there and that sort of thing.
So as you can see, I'm using Guardian technology to assist me in this endeavour. Hey, and I got a shot on that one, so it counts.
Hey, you got the cash for it, right? You got the money cash.
Yeah, it counts. So we're looking pretty good down here right now.
Yeah.
There's a lot of green and a lot of blue.
Your friends are doing great work. We'll see how that goes as we move forward.
Yeah, because right now I'm feeling good about this. Well done, my warriors. The Gauss cannon is a hit scan.
Oh.
And I didn't bring anything to stop this. So we just enjoy this.
Are we going to involve the wedding barge into any of our new scenarios? The wedding barge isn't involved in any of the scenarios currently going into the game, but in the future, who knows? Who knows what we could do with that wonderful celebration of a day. Interestingly, we have the civil liberty state now as well. Oh,
I'm fine. I'm okay.
There's a couple of dots on your radar there.
So the advice from the chat is very helpful. Being a first-time user of the Gorse cannon.
Will, point your Gorse on the target. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. I will do so.
Oh, you're going after a scout. You know, there's some other things around, right?
Yeah. Let's just get rid of this guy first.
Okay. Yeah. You just
barge it.
We have got some questions that I'd already collated, so I want to quickly go over those.
Yes, go for it.
So Alonso Ferenze asks a few questions about Thargoid incursion. So, is there any kind of pending notification or warnings for the pending part? There are no pending warnings. You need to keep an eagle eye out. Will it be observed via the eagle eye system as previous system has? You'll have to find out. And will squadrons receive a clear warning that the system's under threat? So there's no plans for anything specific for squadrons, get that at the moment.
Yeah.
Will these Commander Tell asks, will the incursions be restricted only to systems that have an ammonia world? And for that, you're going to have to ask the Thargoids. I can't tell you. Hopefully, because then we know where they're going, but who knows? That's, so close. You're going to have to wait and see, I'm afraid. We're not going to give you the Thargoids' war secrets.
No, of course.
War is a bit strong, but Slack. Is that Commander Slack?
Slack.
Sure.
Schlack, Commander Schlack.
So this is one about the background sim and about influence. So how does influence operate during conflicts? So the influence of the involved factions is frozen for the period. What actions are intended to be effective to win the daily conflict battle? So handing in combat bonds, completing the kill zones, and completing relevant missions should all contribute. We are balancing those numbers and expect that conflict zones need to have quite a big bump because we're seeing them potentially not having nearly enough of an impact at the moment. So it's a beta, those numbers aren't out of whack, but that sort of feedback is exactly what we need. So keep that sort of thing coming. That the background sim is such a difficult, massive beast that things that may seem really obvious to you guys, or really kind of really obvious things that you just flippantly say, oh, this is not working. All of that feedback's really useful, so do please keep logging bugs. Logging bugs and stuff really helps us, so that, keep it coming.
Keep it coming. It's really
keep
important.
Saying
I'm so focused at the minute, as you'll see my game face here. I'm surviving longer than I thought I was going to. I just rammed that one.
You're a battering ram in there.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing while my comrades shoot at them. Look at this.
You can do it.
A little while.
Shall I do the next question?
Yeah, you go for it.
There's actually some questions on here that just have my name next to them because it's things I've picked up from forums or generally seen things that I think players wanted to address.
Yes.
So, are we still looking at creating a limpet rack that consolidates multiple limpet controllers into a single slot? And it's unfortunately not going to be for this release. Sorry about that.
Not gonna last much longer, Commander. Hull is almost reached.
Saley Vader asked a fair few questions. Quite a big one, so I'm not going to read it all out, but it generally spoke about a few things to do with the background sim and happiness and expansion. So we're actually having some issues having looked into it with expansion at the moment, so it's not working quite how we wanted. It's working closer to the previous way at the moment because we've kind of reverted the change for now. And we'll provide more details going forward once hopefully we get some kind of fixes for that. He also asked how it should work. So it should work that having high influence in the system, kind of similar to how it works now, should make that system start contributing towards a possible expansion, but that is now influenced by the happiness of the system. So having a very happy system means they contribute more, whilst if they are terribly, terribly sad, they're going to contribute much less.
So I'm going to escape to somewhere safe for a moment while they all fight, because I need my shields to come back.
Happiness as well should be based on the states that are impacting the faction in that system. Influence shouldn't be having effect. So if you're seeing any of, well, not the first part, because I said it's not working at the moment, but if you see that sort of stuff later on not working as it should, let us know, because that's kind of the idea. Are the Thargoids communists? That's a bug in the Maya system. The Thargoids care not for your socialist ideals. Yeah, that is a bug, comrade.
I'm
Deploying the fighter now.
You're fine.
my hull, but I
Have you taken caustic?
yeah. But
Fighter is online. I'm ready when you
what am I
are.
looking for? Do I have it, or did I get rid of it? Feel like I got rid of it.
Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs.
So I need to just go out with a bang.
You could just get really, really hot.
Could. Right, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's just do this. It's the only way I can do this right now.
It was
with what
fun
I've got.
knowing you, though. So, another question is about losing GUI in scenarios, so losing objectives. So, you may see an example of it here. We've identified quite recently an issue where if you're playing with multiple friends in a conflict zone or a scenario or that sort of thing, you might see that when someone else leaves, you know, either by dying, jumping out, going to the main menu, as if by magic, displayed there, you can lose the GUI. That's something we're aware of, so apologies.
The top right there.
The top right GUI there was a progress bar. The objectives generally look like they are continuing, so everything is. You have to get.
Taking enemy fire, Commander. What are your orders?
So I've never fought Thargoids without dying straight away, and I'm just burning.
Not gonna
I
last
hope
much
I'm
longer,
doing this
Commander.
right. Right, okay, good. I've made the judgment call and I was fine. Well, I'm on 50% hull, but it's fine.
Yeah, it's who needs more than that, really? If you don't take any damage, 50% hull is more than enough. You might want to get your shields back though.
Yeah. Working on it.
So yeah, that is a bug, and I'm afraid people are going to have to kind of work around it for the moment. Adam Wood says, "Watch your hull, Will."
Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm ill-equipped. I got rid of a few things before the stream, which I actually really need. So I'm just relying on my wingmates to help me.
One of which isn't here, but he did have quite a low hull, so you know that's probably fair. And also, they were taking on the interceptors, whilst you weren't.
While I was
Yes.
while I was busy overseeing the stream.
But you've got your first Thargoid kill.
Yes.
And more than one as well. So yeah,
I think it's an achievement. I lasted a lot longer than I thought it was going to last, which is good.
you're not dead yet. You can still bring. There's an interceptor out there waiting with your name on it. Your name and your friends.
I'm just waiting on the edge. Bratman says you can turn your shield boosters off to get your shield back up faster. Yes, I'm just kind of waiting it out. Let's just go back in there with full shield. Right, there we go.
I'll take the distraction away from you whilst you.
Yes, go for it.
About it. There is one last question got on here, and then I'll start looking at the chat a bit more. So sorry, I haven't been looking so far. Will the background sim be reset on the launch of Chapter 4? So influence is going to remain the same, but because of the huge changes we've made to the state system, states are likely going to everyone gets pushed back to none effectively. So there's a bit of a kind of clean slate there. You know, realistically, with the huge change we've made, that's just going to have to happen. And as I say, influence is the same, so people shouldn't be losing, you know, too much time and effort, hopefully. So there's that.
What are we doing? Anyway.
Where's your guns?
Let's go.
Oh yeah.
Gotta scan it.
You've got to get quite close with those.
Well, this is a bit too close for my liking. Maybe it's okay. What's going on?
Maybe you need to get closer than that.
Go, hug the Thargoid.
Yeah, give it a little kiss, just...
Boop with my heart.
They do look good.
They do.
Right.
So, Adam's going to jump in the chat now and answer your questions.
Yeah. Or something. Is the Crate Phantom a Guardian human hybrid? Not that I'm aware of. But who knows?
We don't know enough about them.
Commander, put me in the thick of it.
Adam, are there any plans to put non-combat interactions based around the Thargoids into game? I'm going to use that as a jumping off point to talk about the scenarios. So, there are Thargoid damaged megaships scenarios that can appear. So if you go in Incursion, you should be able to find some of those. And they have some scenarios about them that should kick off when you jump in. One of them is to help rescue people and get them off. So you have to open up kind of broken hatches and stuff when people jump out, and you have some rescuers with you, so you need to protect rescuers whilst opening up the hatches so the rescuers can grab stuff and kind of jump out. And then there is also repair, so there's hull breaches all over the ship. Sorry, I am going to have to cough. That if you use a repair limpet, you can fix up, so they might ask you to do that. And so that, whilst that's not exactly what you meant by your questions, there are non-combat activities that you can do that are to do with the Thargoids.
Just to let you know, yeah, I'm changing my tactic here. I'm just going to shoot him and let my comrades go for the important areas.
Very sorry for the squeaking and the coughing.
You are...
Will, don't die. Come on, Will. Will Thargoids fly around starports now? Not at the moment. Not at this time.
Oh my gosh, that's okay.
Game audio is a bit loud.
Game audio is a bit loud. I can fix that right now. If you do have any questions for Adam, please feel free to drop them in the chat. I'm very focused right now, trying not to die rather than trying to kill Thargoid. I'm more focused on not dying.
Will Galnet show us which systems are right now in incursion state? I believe there is a news report for when incursion kicks off. You can also find systems that are in incursion via the galaxy map using the state filters. Which, if you weren't in the middle of a deadly conflict,
I would be able to show you
with our Thargoid foes, I would ask you to look at the galaxy map, but I'm not sure you'd survive the trip.
Getting there, I'm just going to get
Look at those engines.
Nice green fitting. Yeah, take that. Oh, that's very close. Oh, I bumped it.
Are the Thargoid incursion systems going to be picked at random, or will there be a mechanic behind what systems enter incursion? There will be a level of intelligence to it, let's say that.
Just waiting.
People are asking about the Mamba. Was there something said about that today?
There was something said about that today, that we are kind of revising it, looking at it. No promises, no ETAs on anything, but we want to kind of match it up to where it was in Beta Week 3. More details about that in the future. I don't have anything to announce about that right now. I'm going down, so I feel like I should just try and take this with me.
Have you got allies? Oh, shot.
No, I think... I've got 2 allies here. But I'm not targeting it in the right
Oh,
place.
thrust and malfunctions. That's gonna make things not so easy.
I'll take this. I'll take this down, or I'll die trying.
Ramming speed.
Yeah, I feel like that would be... everything's just falling apart. I'm overheating.
Are there any plans for a searchable Galnet archive for the Codex? I don't believe so for this release.
Look at this.
Yeah.
It's working out well for me. Still live though, everyone, and it has been about 15 minutes.
So Ray Locker says progress bar is gone. Look at the screen. Yeah, as
Yes.
mentioned earlier, that is a bug. The scenario probably is.
I tried.
I think you did pretty well there. I was about to say I didn't do anything. I didn't do nothing.
You gave me the support.
Yeah, just a friendly pat on the shoulder.
There you go. Rest in peace, Will. I want to have another go at it, if you're okay with that.
Yeah.
Adam, I want to have
Why not?
another crack at it because I thought I did okay. So let's just try again.
I'm very sorry
yes,
for my
thank you.
tickly cough.
Died with honour. Game over, man. Game over, says A&J Gaming. Lots of Fs for respect. Yeah, why do the Thargoids always pick on me? So there you go. Right, let's try again. Let's try again. My comrades are out there, they still need me. Let's do this.
Sally
Morgan Moore
asks, what's your favourite Thargoid variant?
The Scouts, because it can kill me.
I was going to say, is it the one that killed you?
It's the one that killed me.
So I'm passing it over to chat. What's their favourite Thargoid variant?
Yeah.
What's the best one?
What's the...
Or which one do you like taking on the best?
How many have you killed? Share
exactly.
your Thargoid stats.
We want to
with
hear
us.
your Thargoid war stories tonight.
So if you're an AX hunter, Xeno hunter, I want to hear about it. Adam wants to hear about it.
I do.
Tell us. Hydra, says Kiss Amy's.
It's a beast.
It's based.
Fred Wang suggested that you should have gone for the Sidewinder instead of your rebuy, which would have been a bold move.
I'd die in seconds. Yeah.
Just the Thargoids would look at you and you would pop.
Maybe they wouldn't go after me because they're just not interested at all.
Osric says the Medusa looks really nice up close.
We got close to...
Izzy 3000, which I'm guessing is how you pronounce that name, it says, well done to the team for the lighting and the god rays and stuff. And yeah, I really think it's added a lot, especially... It's one of those things, we talk a lot about this connected thinking we've done through the whole game.
Yeah.
And one of the smaller ones that we showed off in the live stream is the way that the lighting has an impact on mining. And that fog has massively changed the atmosphere. People talk about it being zen and stuff, and I think it really it's brought a lot of life out into it.
Yeah, let's talk for a minute about how all of the features, especially in this update, are kind of being made to work in conjunction with one another.
Yeah.
You use the exploration tools to find
The stuff to go mining with.
And things.
You use them to find conflict zones, things like this. The new scenarios are all found via the FSS, so that you can find those to impact the background sim, which in turn creates more of them. Yeah, everything's as connected as we can make it, and obviously everywhere is impacted by the light that the sun gives off. It touches everything.
Nice little reference there.
So.
I see my allies. Okay, they're here. Because I was like, I think I'm alone here right now.
I think I'm alone.
What are these?
There is, if behind you, there's a dot. There's a flower.
No, I'm staying away from it. I'm going
That's
to the
probably the
Thargoid
one
Scout.
that killed you, and you could get revenge.
I will soon, but
You
I
could
need
get
to
sweet
target
revenge.
practice. I need to save.
Okay,
Save my friends.
Build up to it.
Okay, this one's firing. Let's go.
And it's important as well to think in these conflict zones that there are the different types of scouts.
Yeah.
And they all kind of synergize together. So even in that early part where it's just scouts, there is some kind of tactical element of what's the right thing to take out first, because some of them buff and heal others.
Yeah.
So you have to kind of think about it.
Missed it.
I should be looking at more questions. Apologies.
Oh, yeah, you look at questions
What?
so
You look at
everybody
Thargoids.
doesn't focus on me struggling.
When will console players be able to join the fun in all this new stuff? When Chapter 4 is released.
Ooh, cheeky answer.
Which side do the space jellyfish support? I couldn't possibly comment on I don't know what you're talking about.
Adam is good at this. He knows how to respond to this.
Adam, is the goal of the Thargoid incursion to wreck the bubble and destroy the work put in by background sim players for years and years, whilst commanders just move away? You'll have to ask the Thargoids again.
Oh no.
What have you done? Have you just hit a friend? Oh no. That's... Oh, you've got a bad will.
They all look like... I
do
just
not
see
look
red.
like Thargoids.
I just saw red.
You're seeing a lot more red now on that radar.
Do I have to jump out to redeem myself, or will they always be angry at me?
Whilst your friends are all in here, they're going to be...
Right, we'll take them all on, comrades. I'm
Yeah,
so sorry
why
to my
not?
comrades.
Hey, maybe you're a Thargoid supporter. Maybe this is what you want to do. Maybe you want to jump in and take their side and start shooting the humans.
Until the Thargoids shoot you.
Yeah, the Thargoids might not.
Yeah, this
Appreciate
is
the help.
not going well. Oh, that was bright.
It's pretty.
I am sorry to my comrades who are here, who has accidentally shot that pirate, who was doing his duty to defend human space. Let's go a bit closer.
Someone just said they want soloed 3 Cyclops in a cutter and 1 with 20% hull. So you can do that 5 times over yet.
Players
So
are better Xeno hunters than I am,
yeah.
admittedly so. Right, let's take this guy on. Yes, I hit it.
Well, don't look down at your jumper, otherwise you'll shoot yourself.
There is a reason I wore red today.
Red shirt.
Yeah,
Seems fair.
it's all planned. I didn't actually think of it when I put the jumper on, but it's very convenient now. Ooh.
Will, the pretty clouds the scouts leave behind are caustic. Someone...
So don't fly through them.
Yes.
Ow.
Also, that's a caustic missile.
I like flying through them. Look. Ooh.
You are taking some...
Our community are very good because they school even me. 2 down since I've arrived here, but everyone is red now. But I think the pilots are so focused on taking out the Thargoids that they're not focused on me for now.
Are we aware of the bug when in multi-crew heart shots don't register? I'm not, but I am now. And make sure that there's a bug on the forums, because honestly, guys, that is the best thing you can do. I've seen a few things from people recently, people saying, you know, that they don't log the bugs and stuff, and it really, really helps us if they do. So please, if you are that sort of person, please reconsider put the bugs on, because, you know, there's a lot of game to get through in Elite, and
there
it
is.
really, really helps out.
Our QA team painstakingly go through those reports. When you put it on the forums and you report it to the team, they don't go into the void, they don't go into the black. Our QA team, go through those, and then they try and reproduce them, and then that goes on to the development team, who then correct them. Here we go. Let's try this one. I'm after you. I catch you. Still alive, everyone, by the way.
Yeah.
Still
You can prove it
alive.
by doing a little wiggle. A bit more of a
Wiggle the
wiggle.
whole table. I'll show it by bringing this thing back down.
Someone says it helps if we read the forum threads and get involved. So
You guys are always scouring them. Whenever I walk in that room, it isn't just us community guys who are on the forums. These guys, while they don't post all the time, whenever I come in to talk to you about something, you're already there.
I do work as well, just to make that clear. But
Adam Woods is listening.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, we do really pay attention to the forums, and we do take a lot of feedback there. And actually, I'd say look at the FSS and things like the binding tweaks and things like that. I think we had a post not too long ago about all the things we've taken directly from community feedback, but we've made changes. Mining was a big one. We took a lot of feedback on board there, and hope, from what I've seen, people are a lot more pleased with the kind of yields and the stuff they're getting out now with the new commodities, the new materials. So, you know, we do. Keep posting.
There's a lot of red here. I realised I was
That's
going
because
after the big scary one and thought, nah, I'm going to go back to see the scouts. I can take those down. I'm doing my part.
And actually, I think, you know, if you are new and you just want to get in and do the scouts, we've introduced squadrons, right?
Yeah.
So there's literally a tag, an activity for Xeno Defence.
I can actually show you that once I've killed this.
So maybe get together with some people in a squadron, and even if you're not the best pilot or you've just started the game and you don't have all the stuff, you can come into these and have some friends, maybe some more experienced guys taking on the interceptors whilst you're taking on the scouts, and that really helps, because keeping on top of the scouts is one of those things that kind of stops them chipping away at you.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
there is that element to it, and as I say at the beginning, it's all scouts, so even if you do want to do it solo, you can jump in there and kind of jump in, do the scouts, and then maybe when the interceptors come in, you decide to have a go, or not.
Or
you know,
flee.
there's a challenge for
I
you
will
there.
flee. This is a squadron that I made on last week's live stream. So if you want to join it, is it currently in the beta? We're trying to get to 100 members. If we can get to 100 members before the end of the beta, that would be great. But the leaderboards, as Adam was talking about, Xeno Defense here. Wills 2, look where we are.
14th.
Yeah. There you go.
I'll be going up as well.
Yeah, with a few more kills under my belt.
Gluttony Fang asks, no, someone else, sorry. Iceman AGL, sorry Gluttony Fang, but asks if we read other places as well, and yeah, we look at other places. There's
We've got Reddit, this chat. We do live streams weekly,
Yep.
so it's our weekly on our weekly live streams. We touch base with the community, and they of course can share their feedback with us. We've got social media as well, and those reports we get fed through. We've got reports on what people are talking about and what's important. There's a lot of places. Discord as well. I get a lot of messages on Discord. There's loads of places, isn't there? Loads.
Yeah.
So it's not just the forums, but
and
the forums is there as well that we use.
I'm saying that I try to keep an eye, and obviously I'm a dev, so I've got lots of other things we do.
Yeah.
But we have a whole community team that are keeping an eye on all that sort of stuff. So we do our best to hear you and hear your concerns, and we do our best to address those whenever we can.
Yes.
Obviously, it's not always possible.
We can't give you everything you need or everything you want, but we try.
That's not as much fun as watching Will take on interceptors. Come on, take on an interceptor. Okay, build up to it.
This one's so easy because it's not focused on me. It's focused on other people. Oh, now it's focused on me. I really wish I hadn't shot that pilot.
Gluttony Fang says that feeling when you get mentioned on stream, but not you. Yeah, I'm sorry. But
You just got mentioned.
I think everyone, round of applause for Gluttony Fang.
Gluttony Fang,
Yay.
welcome. I need to focus here because it's hurting me.
Thanks for adding the numbering to the surface site, guys. Yeah, that's another example of, I saw a thing on the thread. I think I spoke to Eddie over the desks. Was like, we should do that, and it's got done. Just to note, not everything is that easy.
Yeah.
But it was something that we saw and made sense to us. You want to? Did you get a caustic?
Probably.
So it's been added, and hopefully that's useful for people.
Yeah.
Raxler is the home of Santa Claus. Space Santa Claus, I swear it, says Nix J.
Interesting theory.
Yeah,
Interesting theory.
Tell us more.
One of my new favourite fan theories.
I want to know about the space elves.
Space elves. You're a dev. If you say anything, it's gospel. So their space elves exist now.
Well, no, I said I want to know about them.
Well,
I didn't say Space Santa Claus existed either.
Here we go. Easy. Why engines? Why would my
People are asking about the release date.
We
are
cannot
not.
announce it.
Yeah, we're not announcing that
But
today.
you will hear about it. Don't worry. Right, I'm point blank here. I should be able to hit this. He says, flailing
Go on.
around.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, another one down. We can't talk about the future, of course, at the moment. We're still in the swing of Beyond Chapter 4. We haven't even released
You
it
guys,
yet.
Chapter 4 isn't even out.
Yeah,
Come
sorry.
on, let's revel in the glory of Chapter 4
Yes.
for a bit. And saying that, whilst I have this platform, loads of people have put in so much work, so much dedication to get as we went through before, all of that stuff that's coming in Chapter 4, I really think it's huge. I really think we've done a great job with it. And I think it really it impacts its core areas of the game, and I think it's really exciting for people. So hopefully everyone feels the same as well, and people are enjoying exploration and mining. I think we've and everything else.
Yeah.
I think
all
we've
all the whole list. I'm going to make you try and think of them, because before the stream ends, I'm going to make you think about what's coming in Beyond Chapter 4.
I did that at the beginning.
Yeah, but I'm going to make you reel it off again, and I want you to get it perfect.
I'm not going to get it perfect.
Come on.
I'll get it perfect when you kill a Hydra.
That's cruel. That's cool, man. Still alive, by the way, everyone. Still alive.
Commander, engaging
Even if I am
enemy
flying
now.
through their lovely acoustic clouds.
Let's take them out one at a time.
Here we go. Shooting at me now. Jousting with this. Any secret ships coming? Not that we can announce.
I am looking for question, guys, but some of them I'm not really able to
Can't
answer.
answer them, yeah.
Adam will make notes. If that's a reference to the fact I had notes before, I do not apologise for my use of notes.
No, notes is good. Notes. Sometimes you need notes. We have a lot of information to talk about.
Yeah.
We've got notes right here because we want to make sure we cover everything.
The Pro Rock PL says balancing on mining rewards looking good, which, seeing as he has Rock in his name,
Is
he's
credible.
either
Credible source.
somehow related to Dwayne The Rock Johnson or is definitely a mining expert. I'm going to go for the latter and say that guy knows his stuff.
I hope he is also related to.
It could be both. Let us know.
Presence online. Awaiting your orders.
Oh, no one's shooting this one, which is kind of why I like it, because it means it's mine, your mine, my kill. Yes, it did. Again.
I was reading a comment there, which I then noticed was from Adam Woods, who's jumped in and is giving people answers, but I don't really need to, reply. That's not a question. He's just answering people. So thank you, Adam, doing a grand job.
As you can see, guys, and this is a really good example that while you're leaving comments on this stream, there are devs who are watching right now who are taking the feedback on board as well. So just bear that in mind.
Are war and expansion still mutually exclusive? With many wars simultaneously, it makes expansion hard for groups with a lot of systems.
The fighter just brought the big one.
So, no, not really. Being in a war is going to make it more difficult for you to have high happiness rating and to obviously be high on the influence thing. But you being at war does not mean that you cannot be in expansion.
Quick shout out to my comrades who are here with me. Let's try and take this down before the stream ends. I don't think we will. Ooh. I'm nearly dead, in fairness. So if I die, it's over. And I'm probably going to die, but if we can bring this down, it's on 36%. Let's do this. I've not even scanned
Lloyd
this.
Morgan Moore says there's no devs watching, we are holograms. Lloyd is a dev, so.
And a hologram.
He's just.
Oh no.
He's just announced to the world his secret.
Yeah, I'm very ill-equipped with this.
Multivex says if incursion freezes influence in the system, incursion doesn't. So incursion is quite nasty, or should be quite nasty for Will. Incursion is really nasty for Will. What I was going to say is that incursion is quite nasty as a background sim state. It has a bad effect on economy and security because you'd imagine it would.
Yeah, it would. Got destroyed. Really thought then that we'd take it down.
Quick one. Dr. Grandreefer says.
We crashed. Hot build.
Wow.
Hot build, everybody.
If we could tell them about the problem, so that we can look into it.
All the devs watching crashed after blowing up, which is kind of a natural end to this live stream. Are there any questions you've seen?
There was
Dr.
Grandreefer somewhere up above said something about could a faction be in two states in a single system? Yeah, they can be in several. They could have an economic state, an influence-based state or states, so they could be in war, and they could be in bust, and they could have civil unrest, so they can have several going on at the same time. It's all become... everything's a go.
Everything's a go. So, guys, I think that's nearing the end of tonight's live stream. So we talked a little bit about the Thargoid incursion state, which is out there in Maya that you can go and test and go and experience for yourself.
That's MAIA.
Yeah. And of course there's the Thargoid conflict zones that you can also get involved with as well. But before we end the stream, I said that you have to reel off all of the stuff that is coming in Beyond Chapter 4, which is free. It's a free update.
Going to answer a question first.
Answer the question first. Nice.
Factabulous said incursion is showing up on the Maya faction states, so it won't show up for each. Currently, it won't show up for every faction in their active states because it's a system-wide thing. So the best place to look at the moment is the galaxy map.
Okay. So
you want me to do the list?
I want you to do the list, everything, and I don't want to chip in, so you have to do it all. I will chip in if you don't.
Mining, squadrons, scenarios, background sim, lighting, cockpit UI, exploration, Zed mining, Mamba and the Crate Phantom. There's one more. Scenarios?
No, there's two more.
Oh dear.
There's a hint for you.
Oh, codex.
There you go.
Sorry. To some degree, I think of the codex and exploration together. That's my excuse. Because they are tightly related.
But everything is kind of ingrained in other ways. Osric's saying giveaway. Let's do a giveaway. And Adam, would you like to give them something to say to give away?
I'd like you to say RIP Will.
Hashtag RIP Will. Put that into the chat. I will pick a winner. And you've got about a minute to do this. So just put it in now. Hashtag RIP Will. Was that it? Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
RIP Will.
And some people have already started.
Oh, there you go. I'd like to also take the moment tonight to thank the comrades that joined me in-game, because we did such a good job.
They did a great job.
They were taking down everything. It wasn't me, of course, but you all knew that. So we have Stevie G from Delta Squadron. We have UFC God 62 from the Pixel Bandit Security Force. And, of course, Zatheus from EIC. We also had some other commanders with us, and forgive me, I don't have your names, but there were a few others who were flying around from those groups who jumped in. So thank you for coming along, and good luck against the Thargoids, your continued success against the Thargoids.